Hey dude, it's Ollie, and in this video I am going to show you exactly what goes into a high-ticket coaching program. Now, you may have seen coaches on social media who are making $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, maybe even £3,000 or dollars per client, and you're thinking, how on earth are these people getting away with charging so much money, and what is it that they're actually delivering to demand those price points? In this video, I'm going to explain absolutely everything so that you come away understanding what goes into a high-ticket coaching program and how you too can charge $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for your knowledge, for your experience, for your expertise, and to help your clients get a result. So without further ado, let's jump into the iPad and I'm going to draw this out for you step by step. The first thing that you have to understand when it comes to selling high-ticket coaching is your pricing is not priced on the tangible things that you deliver. Okay, so if you try and price your products and your services on the tangibles, you are setting yourself up for failure. You know, if you sit there and you think, okay, let's take the example of a fat loss coach or a fitness coach. If you sit there and you list out all of the things that you deliver to your clients, you go, okay, they get my app, they're going to get a workout program. Maybe they're going to get like a weekly check-in with me. They're going to get a nutrition protocol, etc., etc. You start listing all these things out. And if you start to try and think about what your pricing should be based on those tangible deliverables, you will often associate a lower price point with those things because you'll start comparing to what else is available. You know, what else is available is a low-cost app that you can get on the App Store, ChatGPT, which might be free, Google, right? All of these things that people can go and do to get those very things. And so you decide that you're going to price yourself at $199 or £199 per month. And you think that that's the right thing to do because you created your pricing on the tangibles, the deliverables within your service. So when you sell high ticket, we don't price our products and services on the tangibles. We price on the value and the outcomes that you deliver for your clients. Okay, so I want you to think of it like this. And in fact, you know, depending on who you coach, as I go through this, list out the value and the deliverables or the outcomes, of your coaching service. Like, what do people achieve when they come and work with you? They lose fat. What does that mean? They gain confidence. Okay. That leads to what? That leads to better relationships, better sex life. You know, maybe they make more money because they've got more confidence. Maybe they go for that promotion at work. Maybe they start their own business because they feel good in their own skin. All of these things are downstream from what you help people with. Now, when you price your products and services based on those things, all of a sudden your pricing starts to become very different. Okay, this is where you can start to sell high-ticket coaching. Okay, in whatever niche you're in, and the more painful the problems that you solve for your clients, the higher price point that you can demand for your services. So let's just keep this really simple, and let's say that you want to charge $1,500. Let's get rid of this. Let's say that you want to charge $1,500 for your coaching program, and your coaching program is 16 weeks long. And we'll keep it on with the fat loss niche because we've already spoken about that. It's a £1,500 program or $1,500 program. It's a fat loss program. What goes into that as a high-ticket coaching offering? Now, the first thing that you need to understand is that there are several different mechanisms that you can use to take your clients from point A to point B, okay? And I want you to list these down. And it's important that you know what the different mechanisms are because then you can ultimately decide which are most relevant for you and your clients. So let's make a bit of a comprehensive list here. We can do one-to-one coaching, okay? Now, one-to-one coaching can be delivered in lots of ways. You know, there's in-person stuff that we can do. There is Zoom calls. There's, WhatsApp support. We could also do phone calls, etc., etc. You get the gist here. Now we can also offer group coaching. So again, this could be in person or online, but rather than speaking to each individual client in a one-to-one setting, in a one-to-one channel, we're doing it in a group environment, whether that's in a group call, a group Zoom call, or a group in-person event. We're doing it where you're serving lots of your clients at the same time, which is obviously a little bit more scalable. We can offer them education, like a course. If we're keeping it on the fat loss kind of niche here, if you work with clients to lose weight, would a course be a way for a client to lose weight? If you could teach them step by step how to manage their food, what to do with their training, how they apply it, what habits they need, would that help a client get a result? Potentially, okay? So we list it down. Communities. Is a community needed or is it important? Right? At the minute, these have all got question marks on them, by the way, okay? Because I'm going to show you in just a second how to decipher which you use in your service. And then I like to call this proximity, right? So it's like being close to you, having access to a private Slack communication channel with you, or your WhatsApp number, or something where they can basically contact you directly within your working hours, your office hours, okay? So those are like the different mechanisms. Also, of course, a program of some description. So again, depending on your niche, we're looking at the fat loss niche right now, but a program could be a nutrition program in this instance, it could be a training program, etc., etc. Okay? So those are the different mechanisms that we have at our disposal. So the big question that you really need to ask yourself to decipher what goes into your high ticket coaching program is, which of these do they need? This is the key word. Which do they need? Now, the problem that a lot of coaches run into, and the mistake that they make, is that they start filling up their program and their service with what everybody else is doing. They're building their business just blindly copying what everybody else around them is doing. And the reality is that you as a coach in your niche, in your area of interest or expertise, like as a fat loss coach, for example, you are in an echo chamber of other coaches in a similar sort of space. And so you probably have your finger on the pulse with what the going, price is for coaching, what people typically deliver, how they deliver it, are they doing like Loom check-ins, etc., etc. What you don't understand, or what you fail to realize, is that your clients will typically not have as broad an understanding of what the market does in this area. And they will actually just go along with whatever it is that you deliver. Now, when you have a sales conversation with a potential client, you demonstrate to them how you help them get from point A to point B. Okay, this is how you deliver your results, right? How do you get them from point A to point B? This is basically your service, right? You can make that whatever you want. Okay, that can be whatever you want to do. And the way that I teach my guys this is to get clear on, what do your clients need, in your opinion, to get from point A to point B in the most efficient way possible. So for fat loss, it might be that they don't need one-to-one coaching to get an amazing result. Maybe they can get that result in a group setting, okay? Maybe you're a big believer that they need one-to-one coaching. That's absolutely cool, but it is up to you to tick what you feel the client needs. Do they need education? Is that going to help them get to point B in a more efficient way? Is it going to help them keep results? Is it going to help them shout your name from the rooftops when they're talking about your products and service? Maybe. Do they need a community? Like, maybe they don't need a community. Okay, we're not going to add that in. Do they need proximity to you? Maybe, yeah. But the point is this: a high ticket service is what you believe your niche and your ideal clients need from you as a service to get them from point A to point B in the most efficient way possible. It is literally that simple, okay? Please don't overcomplicate this stuff, because a lot of people will have you believe that to charge $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, even $5,000 for a coaching service, that you need to have all of these big bells and whistles going on. And the reality is that you don't. Once you understand that you are charging based on the value that you provide and the outcomes that you deliver, not the tangible things within your coaching service, you can charge fairly and be paid handsomely for what you do, okay? Something else that you really need to understand about how your price impacts your clients, okay? Your price becomes a filter for good clients, okay? Let me give you a classic example of this, right? I'm going to give you a real world example that I've experienced. Now, there was a time in my business many years ago where I was really struggling. I was low on cash. Clients weren't coming in consistently. And I was in a bit of a panic mode, right? I'd got myself to a place where I was operating out of scarcity, not abundance, right? I was in this place where I thought, if I don't get clients soon, I'm not going to be able to make it through, okay? So what I decided to do was to significantly drop my prices so that there was less of a barrier to join me. And I openly spoke about that in my marketing. You know, I said, I've slashed my prices. I really want to bring people on board, you know, get in touch if you want to work with me, et cetera, et cetera. And it got loads of interest, but it got loads of interest from the wrong people. Here is something that I learned from that experience firsthand, okay? And since I've seen this happen time and time again with my clients as well. The people who want to pay you low prices are the type of clients who will ask for refunds, question everything that you're doing, badger you and ask for adjustments and changes that aren't necessary. The people who pay you the least, in short, expect the most. In fact, write that down. The people who pay you the least expect the most. That is the God's honest truth. I know that seems like such a contradiction. You would think in your mind, right, that if somebody pays you £1,500, that they would be way more demanding than someone who pays you £150. That couldn't be further from the truth. Your price acts as a filter for high quality clients, clients who are serious about getting results, clients who take whatever outcomes that they are looking to achieve seriously, okay? And when they hand over that money to you, a significant amount of money, they have skin in the game. They show up as a good client. They show up as somebody who is willing to roll their sleeves up and do the work. They take you seriously. They take your business seriously. They respect your boundaries. And they get incredible results because of the price that they've paid, okay? So your price really is the foundation of getting fantastic results with clients and delivering an exceptional service. Now, it's not to say that you shouldn't be making a conscious effort to provide the most amount of value that you possibly can with your delivery. If you can do education, do it. You know, if you feel like that's going to be useful for your clients, then do it. If you think a community is going to be a benefit to your overall client's achievements, then please, by all means, do it. But the fundamental point that I want you to take away from this video is the price itself is the filter for the clients. So if you're currently not charging high ticket and you are undercharging for your services, I really hope that this video can be the catalyst to make a significant change with your offer. And if you found this video useful, I don't need you to do anything. Drop a comment, share it with a friend, share it with somebody that will find this useful too. If you want to work with me closely to build this stuff for you one-to-one, essentially, and help you take your business from wherever it is currently to your next or your first 20K months, working just 4 hours a day from home or wherever you want to work, because that is what Remote Pro is all about, is building a solopreneur online business that makes you 20K a month plus, then just follow the instructions in the description below. Let's have a chat. It's a no pressure conversation about where your business currently is, where it is that you would like to take it, and whether or not we're a fit to work together. But if not, that's absolutely cool. Please do keep watching these videos, taking something from them. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I will see you very, very soon.